Hey there, I'm Angela Tessino for the Cura'd Woman, and together we'll work on the purpose and balance in your life so you can achieve higher productivity, greater accomplishment, and the freedom to live an effective, meaningful life every day. Life is demanding and you do a lot. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 2 things you need in your busy life to thrive. Today, we're going to be talking about how to thrive in your very busy life. You know, I often say that when you brave your demanding schedule with intention and you pursue your purpose and your passion with dignity and grace, you're known as a woman. And isn't that the truth? So, have you been busy lately? I've been there. I'm there now. The reason why these 2 things are so important is because it ensures that you're not just busy being busy, but rather effective. And that effectiveness that these 2 things in your life can bring will help you to thrive. Let's dive into it. The 2 things you need to thrive in your very busy life are purpose and balance. So, inserting purpose and balance in your life helps give you a clear distinction between busyness, N-E-S-S, or a busy mess, M-E-S-S. So when you intentionally insert purpose and balance in your life, you can tell right away, am I occupying my time with a busyness? That is not necessarily a bad thing, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. Or the alternate option there is when you don't have purpose and balance in your life, you're occupying your time with a busy mess. And that is clearly just a series of distractions, a series of things that you just do to try to get through your day that don't necessarily lead to anything. There's no purpose behind it. It's just a list of stuff that you have to get done. So when you have purpose and when you have balance, your effectiveness rises. Your busyness becomes effectiveness. But when there's no purpose and when there's no balance in your days, then it'll lead to just a busy mess, honey. A busy mess. I'll move on. Can I just say one more thing about a busy mess, and then I will probably move on. Okay, so I promise you this is the last thing I want to say about a busy mess, probably. You know you are in a busy mess when you are frustrated all the time, complaining about your schedule and all you have to do and get done, and how there's not enough time in the day, and how if you could just have, a few more hours in your day to get away because you're so overworked and overwhelmed and off-centered. That is a really good indication that there's no busyness or effectiveness going on. It's mostly a busy mess. That's all I wanted to say about the busy mess. It's just that it is so unnecessary for you to have these frustrations, because if you have a concentrated, intentional focus on purpose and balance, it would eliminate all of those over and over feelings of frustration. So, okay, yeah, done with busy mess. I promise. Let's get into the good stuff, because I'm so excited to tell you how to insert purpose and balance so that you can have a busyness of effectiveness every single day. Let's talk about purpose first. So your purpose is comprised of Quite a few many things. Quite a few many things. Take it off. So your purpose is a series of or a compilation of many things in your life. And I go through this extensively, particularly when I am coaching a client, but it serves a purpose here to give you at least a few steps to get on the journey of discovering your purpose so you can actually insert it in your day. It is going to eliminate the busy mess. Okay, I just had to say it one more time. A couple of things. Your purpose is comprised of who you are and why you are here. Okay, who you are and why you are here. And when you focus on who you are and why you are here, and that focus is the center of how you plan your days, it's the center of how you plan your life, it takes out a lot of the guesswork. It takes out a lot of the occupied distractions that just get in our way. So I want to at least share with you how to determine who you are and why you're here. Then we'll get into the balance part. I promise. A good indication of who you are can be determined by a couple of things. Number one, the meaning of your name, and number two, your abilities. Here's what I mean by that. So your name is a big part of your identity. I mean, it's how people identify you. It's how people get your attention. When somebody wants to call you, when somebody wants to get your attention, what do? They call your name and you answer them because it's who you are. A good example of that is, I'll use myself as an example. My name is Angela. It means messenger, bringer of truth. That is so awesomely a part of my identity. I mean, I could not be named anything else. Angela, messenger, bringer of truth. Start with the meaning of your name. As you begin to unfold a few of the things that I'm going to share with you in this video, your identity, who you are, it'll start making more and more and more sense. Here's how. Because my name is Angela and it means messenger, bringer of truth, I can build on that to begin to determine who I am. Who am I? I'm Angela. I'm a messenger, a bringer of truth. Now, because that is just one part of it, I have to do a little bit more digging. So then I go to my abilities. Now, abilities are categorized, at least according to my process, are categorized into two different categories. Your abilities are either gifts and or talents. My name is Angela. It means messenger, bringer of truth. If I can get a match on my abilities, then I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting closer to my purpose. Let me explain to you real quick the difference between a gift and a talent. So I describe a gift like a present. It's like a present you get on Christmas morning, ready to be unwrapped and used. It is something that you don't have to beg for. It's something that you don't have to work for. It's something that you receive willingly and freely, and all you have to do is use it like a present on Christmas morning, ready to be unwrapped and used. So a gift is something that is an ability of yours, but you were born knowing how to do it, ready to be unwrapped and used. Nobody had to teach you. Nobody had to assemble it for you. You just know how to do it, honey. You were born with it. That is a gift. That is an ability. Another type of ability is a talent. It's something that you can do well, just like a gift is something you can do well, but it's not necessarily something you were born with. You learned how to do it. You cultivated it like a muscle. You trained it to make it better. So go back to my example of who I am. I know to my very core who I am. There's no doubt about it. There is no doubt in my mind. I'm a messenger, bringer of truth. And it rings true that my name is a part of my identity because my name directly contributes to my abilities. So my gift of singing, I was born with it. I didn't have to do anything for it. I did not have to attend Juilliard. I did not have to be formally trained. I've had a mic in my hand since I was a child. It is just something that I was born being able to do. That is an ability. It rings so true and contributes directly to Angela, messenger, bringer of truth. Let's move on to my talent. I'm formally trained as an educator. I taught in the classroom for over 15 years, but I had to be trained to become a teacher. I do it well. I loved teaching in my classroom, but I had to be trained to do it. And I got better, or I was better at teaching over time. Being able to sing and being able to exhort others to greatness. Those are two gifts. I did not have to learn how to motivate others. I was born with it like a gift. You know, I wake up like this without coffee. It is a part of who I am. It is Angela to my very core. So let's get back to it. Purpose. Purpose is so important. So how do I thrive in my life? Especially when I have busyness in my days, I make sure that my purpose is always front and center with how I schedule my day, with how I live my life. And that way I don't get really distracted with busy mess. I don't, because everything that I do, everything that I agree to do, everything that I think about, everything that my core and my being and my days are processed through my purpose. And if something in my life doesn't contribute to Angela, messenger, bringer of truth, exhorter of greatness, teacher, if it doesn't contribute to that, then I have to make sure, is what I'm doing just a big distraction? Or if what I'm doing does contribute to who I am, to my purpose, then I'm well on my way to thrive. I'm well on my way to thrive, and you are too. Let's talk about balance. Now, balance is a big word for women, and you're going to hear it all the time. Work-life balance, life balance, women's balance. But I describe balance a little differently, and I think it is, and I say this respectfully and humbly, I think it is the best way for a woman to have true balance in her life, because not only does it give her the balance she needs, but it automatically attaches the fulfillment she yearns. It automatically gives this kind of balance, gives you the fulfillment. It's automatically attached. Here's how it works. Every woman has 7 core target areas of her life. And I talk about those 7 target areas on what I designed, and that is the Cura Canvas. The Cura Canvas is your life's canvas. And I created a video just describing how the Cura Canvas works. You should check it out. It's a 1-minute video, and it'll give you a quick resolution on how to look at your life from a different perspective, from the perspective of the 7 core areas of your life. Now, every woman has those 7 core areas. Even if she doesn't acknowledge she has those areas, they're there. And the more those areas are neglected, the more out of balance that woman can be. So without going into the Cura Canvas too much, please check out that video, because it'll make this video make a whole lot more sense, and it's just fun to watch. But the reason why the 7 areas are important is because when those 7 areas are intentionally inserted to your schedule, you're going to get that balance, because all of those areas have to be acknowledged. Those areas, it's like your life is a puzzle. And you know how when you put a puzzle together and you're missing that one piece, it is undone. But these 7 areas, when you're intentional about each and every one of them in your days, particularly your busy days, you're going to have more balance. You're not going to feel like something is missing or broken in your life. Now, I just want to quickly give you the 7 areas and talk about how that balance of those 7 areas is going to help you thrive. So the 7 areas of your busy life are your spiritual life, number 1, your self, your health and fitness, that's number 3, your leisure, your relationships, your finances, and the career and or business that you are working on in your life. All 7 of these areas are in your life, whether you want them to be or not. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another video upcoming in a couple of weeks with a step-by-step tutorial on exactly how to use the Cura Canvas in your life. But for now, you need to make sure you have the purpose I talked about and the balance I just described in your life so that you can thrive. I want to wrap it up with this. Think about busyness and busy mess in the way I described it. Which one are you? And you can be honest. This is a safe space. This is a safe space here. I want you to talk about in the comments below how you thrive in your very busy life. Are you occupied with busyness? Or are you admittingly ready to say it out loud? It's been a bit of busy mess. Or has it been a little bit of both? Or if you don't use purpose and balance in your life, how do you cope with your day and thrive in your very busy life? Talk about it in the comments below. I cannot wait to join the conversation. I'm Angela Tesano with the Cura'd Woman, and I'll leave you with this. When you brave your demanding schedule with intention and you pursue your purpose and your passion with dignity and grace, you are known as a woman. When you do this for the 7 target areas of your busy life, you're called a Cura'd Woman. Until next time, bye for now, everybody.